So Ryu, you're saying... Let me turn this down a little more. I know why it's so high up there. So that. There we go. Ryu, you're saying that you don't find much use for Andy's close C. So Ryu, how often do you frame trap with it after low A or low B? How often do you do a cross-up jumping hard kick and then just press hard punch rather than low kick? And when was the last time you ran up to your opponent's face and hit hard punch? Quite a lot. Sometimes they go through, but more times than not the stand C is blocked. Alright, so Ryu, that's fine. If they get blocked, that's fine. The question is, will you be prepared when it hits? I mean, it's the exact same thing as close C forward B with Takuma and Karate. It's the exact same thing. I just do one hit, I do the command, oh, they hit, so I'll confirm. Like, that's it. It's the exact same thing. I am suddenly very cold, and I don't know where this feeling came from. Ugh. Well, Ryu, what exactly do you mean by pull it off? Because you just told me that you run up and hit close C, and that you hit close C after cross-ups, and that you frame trap with close C. There you go. That's it. You're using it, so now all it needs to happen is you need to confirm it on a hit. If you're telling me that it never ever hits for you, then either your opponents are always guessing right, or you are hella predictable. And that has nothing to do with Andy or your training. It just has to do with your general mix-up game. Or your opponent's godlike guessing. So Ryu, if they keep blocking your close C, why don't you just do nothing and throw? Every single time you want to go for it, they block it, then try a throw. Or try a rehop. So Ryu, when he says that you won without combos, what do you think that means? What does that mean? No, Ryu, that's not exactly it. When he is saying you won without combos, yes, number one, he's a little salty. But number two, what he's saying is, wow, I can't believe that you won in a way that would never, ever, ever win at an actual competition. Now, so, yes, Rennick lost, okay, and he has to hold that. Obviously, there's things he wants to work on. But what he's pointing out is the fact that if you didn't do a combo, how exactly did you get your damage? Did you plan all of that? Like, combos are things you plan for. You have setups for them. You do certain frame traps and you say, if this works, I get this amount of damage. Ryu, was there ever a point in that match where you said, this is going to work and I want that 80 damage so bad? Or were you just sort of doing stuff and it was kind of sort of working, and on a bad day, it might not have worked at all? See, like, touching a bunch of chess pieces and just sort of moving them with your nose and your toes might win, but that's what he's saying. That's what he's saying. So let me put it to you this way, Ryu. When you get the reason that you get good at the neutral game, okay, The reason to get good at the neutral game is to have a good defense and to have a good offense. What does a good offense entail? A good offense involves getting to close range and forcing your opponent to eat hits. What kind of hits? The kind that lead to combos. If you have a functional offense but no combos, then it's like having a peanut butter sandwich with no jelly. Yeah, it's a sandwich, but there's no jelly. Whereas if you know how to do combos but have no neutral game, you've just got jelly, not even any bread. You know? Just jelly. You ever just stick your spoon in a jelly jar and, you know? For some people that's good. Most people want a sandwich. You know, and maybe some people will settle for just a peanut butter sandwich. But a peanut butter and jelly sandwich is where it's at. Especially with crispy peanutty bits. You know? So, like, if you're landing hits in the close range but not landing combos, it might be a reaction time issue, or it might be that you haven't analyzed your close range game enough. I think you should watch more match videos. Notice when Luis Cha lands a crouch B, he gets an elbow. Why is this? When Luis Cha does close C forward A and it hits, he gets kick break. On block, he chooses what to do. You know? So, you know, I can tell you've been working on your neutral game a lot, so now I think you need to work on your close range. Now you need to know, no matter where they want to press a button, how you can stop it, and if they don't want to press a button, how you can take advantage. If you know all of that, then you'll have then you'll understand how your offense works, when it doesn't work, why it doesn't work, and it might give you a glimpse into how to adapt to certain opponents. Well, Ryu, it shouldn't be tough to find. Ryu, why do you lose? Whenever you lose, if you don't know what to work on, ask yourself, why do I lose? It could be any reason. It could be an internal reason. It could be you were feeling sick that day. But it could be because my opponent did this, because my opponent did that, and I wasn't ready or didn't understand. It will always point you in the right direction. Okay, so Ryu, expand on that. If you feel that a win was lucky, why was it lucky? Why? They just kept eating your jump CDs? Are you implying that a smarter opponent would not? What would you do against an opponent who would not eat those? This is what we call Theory Fighter, and this is important. Because it can help you find deficiencies in your game. Wait, so Ryu, why is his rushdown cleaner than yours? What does that mean? Explain it to me. Why is his rushdown cleaner than yours? Okay, so Ryu. Once again, I don't know what you're talking about. Played like he doesn't give a fuck. What does that mean? Does that mean he hits hard kick over and over? Describe to me what you mean when he says his offense is cleaner in terms of input. In terms of... Natsuri, if your issue is with punishes, that has to do with the speed of the game. The game is very fast, as I'm sure you've noticed. The thing about this game is, because of how fast it is, everything you do must be practiced. You know how when you block, like... You know how, like, when you neutral jump a Zangief pile driver, it's, like, really easy to punish it? Yeah, in this game, almost every punish, as far as on block is concerned, is going to be frame tight. Almost every one. So with that in mind, you need to practice all that shit. Every single thing you want to do, you need to practice. That's what makes this game a bit more in-depth, is just the fact that the speed of the game and the required cleanliness of the input makes it such that you can't just do what you want in a willy-nilly fashion. It has to be a precise, practiced, premeditated action. Okay. So Ryu, you're getting warmer. You're getting warmer. But that's still not good enough. You mentioned he does moves. All his moves have purpose. Everything seems choreographed. Okay. So what does that mean? His execution? Alright, Ryu. Alright. So what I was trying to get you to say is what a good Andy offense is. The fact that you cannot articulate it seems to me to mean that you don't know what a good Andy offense actually is. You might know it when you see it, but 5 minutes later, you could not tell me what buttons he pressed. That's what it sounds like to me. Can you tell me what buttons Luis Cha is pressing as he presses them? And then, after the match, can you tell me why? Because if you can't, then you won't be able to adapt mid-match. If you can't, then you don't know how to change it. If they always block your frame trap, then what is something else you can do? Which normals would you press? If they always stop your rehops, what is something else you can do? What should you press? Etc. I can give you those answers, Ryu, but giving you those answers doesn't help you learn it as much, okay? I can tell them to you and you could write them down, but you need to know, those are the things that you need to eventually know by heart. Here comes a new challenger. He's got a profile team and he's level 2? Is he any good? We shall see. Yes. Show me your deepest, darkest secrets. Like this terrible lag. Why? Where did this lag come from? This is not 3 bars. What? The fuck is this? Fuck you, Alt F4. Yes, I'm an asshole. I'm sorry.